So who are we? We're J.G. Sullivan. We started out as a traditional marketing and advertising firm in 1955. Saw the web in the mid-90s, thought it would change everything, transformed our business around it, and we've been doing that 100% ever since. We've been in this kind of web-to-print or content-on-demand space for a little over a dozen years. And part of our mission is to really stamp out and eliminate bad online experiences, because that is really the thing that stops a lot of dealers, franchises, typical users, people that their first love isn't to sit in front of the computer and customize a marketing piece. That's the thing that really gets in the way. Is you haven't made this easy for me. So that's our mission, our goal is to do that. Part of how we do that is to provide a very seamless, integrated approach, integrated system, and we do that with great partners like Quantum, Channel Fusion. Is Eric in the room? Okay. Channel Fusion for co-op and channel support, fulfillment with Quantum, brand strategy and creative. Integer Group is here. Patrick. So a lot of partners go into making this. It isn't just throwing technology over the wall at your user audience and expecting it to work. Far from that. It takes a village, as Hillary said, and we like to employ those villages to support the end user. Also, Google is one of our strategic partners. We just announced we're an authorized AdWords reseller for them. That's a key thing going forward, is to incorporate online local marketing for dealers and franchises, along with all the printed marketing materials, et cetera, in a portal. So making a true one-stop shop is important, and we're about one of 30 in the country that's achieved that status. So we're excited about that. Okay, so why do this? Well, you all know that change is constant, and we're all asked to do more with less hours in the day. I kind of feel sorry for clients anymore. It used to be almost kind of a glamorous thing to be at a client-side company, and now I think they've just cut so many heads. And I've never met more stressed-out people at client companies, at big corporations. So you have to make things simple, and there's just more and more and less people to do it. So products are coming and going faster. Consumers are harder and harder to reach and motivate. The thing that hasn't really changed, you got Facebook and Twitter. The thing that really hasn't changed is manual effort is still error-ridden and not cost-effective, right? So the thing that gets pressed on there is the agency. The agency has a lot more pressure now to deliver more cost-effectively, to crank out potentially a lot of localized marketing material in shorter periods of time, cheaper. All right, and so that's where a solution like this can help as well. So really following the old methods isn't an option anymore. And I think more and more people are kind of realizing that as we go forward. The other reason that clients are interested in this is it pulls all kinds of marketing under one umbrella. It makes it easier for the users if you have one system to navigate, and you can do a lot of things in one place following a structured process that becomes over time very familiar for the users and increases how much they use it. So, for instance, newspaper ads, brochures, catalogs, direct mail. Just some screenshots of portals and things that we've done and output. I'm going to go through a little case study for IBM a little bit later, but the idea is that if you make a one-stop shop and you make it simple and easy to use, they will use it. Okay, Motorola, and even templated email. Okay, so controlling the branding, the templates, the approval, and the output is what the marketing person wants to do. And systems like this help put one brain over all these various media types, and actually makes it simpler to execute local campaigns, kind of almost at the speed of thought. Okay. The other reason to do this is to simplify, and Tom, that was a great lead-in. All the complexity, the 40 divisions, that McLean has. This is an actual client example where we went in and looked. This is for an agency that works with a large auto company, right? One of the big three. And we said, well, what's your process for helping your dealers create local marketing? And it was it touched 7 hands and went through about 15 steps. It took about 2 to 3 weeks. So what you're telling me is that your dealers have to think ahead, 3 weeks with the idea that they have that they want to advertise. And they said, yeah, and we're trying to fix that. We're trying to simplify that. So you put a system around it, and lo and behold, because you're not doing all these redundant steps, you're actually able to compress that time into same day, next day. I mean, isn't that what we all want? Don't we want to have an idea this morning and be able to try to execute it, later that day or the next day? That's what it's all about, right? We don't have time to sit here and kind of think 3 weeks out anymore. I mean, nobody's got that kind of luxury. So, so that's a huge reason. So it's streamlining and simplification. The other one is better channel intelligence, and this is actually a big one because this is really what most clients know about their channel, right? A big black hole. You ask them any kind of level of detail, like, well, how many dealers are ordering the latest promotion? How many have done the direct mail piece? How many have run this or run that? Or how many are promoting this specific product in an ad or another piece? They don't know, but they want to know. The product manager is asking the marketing person, what's going on with my XYZ line? They don't know. So this is a huge thing, because what you're able to do is you're able to provide the visibility and answer those questions on really the who, what, where, when, what dealers are doing, have the sales reps talk to the folks in the Southeast. You can even deploy pinpoint campaigns to select numbers of users through a system like this, where all the rest of the dealers or the users aren't even aware of it. So, and that's a pretty common thing. We're able to kind of zero in even on local marketing groups, and you're able to kind of test and experiment with those. You're able to actually see metadata within the pieces. And one of our clients uses the reporting to see how many specific types of images on their equipment, and on the ones that have attachments and without. They're able to actually see the level of granularity within not just an ad, but the pieces within an ad or a marketing piece. They're actually able to drill down and look at that. They're able to actually see where everything is in the pipeline, okay, as far as statusing with fulfillment, with direct mail, how many have been received by newspapers, have the newspapers actually received the artwork. All those kind of checks and balances are there. Most and least popular products, headlines, all those kind of things. Those are all good things that we as advertisers and marketers want to know so we can improve. And if you have a system like this where you're tracking all of it, it's very easy to know what's working, what's not. Are the dogs eating the dog food? We answer that question on a regular basis. And then also trends in media usage. We've seen one of our partner companies that utilizes our systems has told us that over the last 5 years they've used our system, the percentage of newspaper ads that they have made for their dealers has gone down from, like, say, 75% to about 35% of the mix, and broadcast has increased. So I mean, just you can actually see the trends. You can see the target marketing trends. You can see the mass media, and now with the Google AdWords and the local search, you're able to see what dealers are doing, and you're able to actually help steer them to what you think is most effective as well. The other reason to do this is